Capricorns, it's clear that you're working extremely hard, putting yourself in a very favorable position to benefit long-term moving forward. And I think that if you can really be mindful, work hard, and also incorporate that rest, you're going to be in a very strong position to get all the coins. Welcome to your Gemini season Tarotscope. Capricorns, what was very clear when I was channeling is that you're feeling called either to study something, to master a certain niche knowledge or topic to incorporate, or just wanting to start teaching something or copywriting something, or just really be more proficient with your knowledge and your words. What I saw was you at your desk, really focusing on the computer and making notes. And I understand that most of you may be drafting things on your computer, but if there's certain things that you want to get on pen and paper first to really use advantage of that air magic with our thoughts and our ideas, and then writing them down onto earth magic with a pen and paper, I would just recommend that even just like a few bullet points to use that type of alchemy in that way, I think would be really beneficial. And like I said, some of you might be learning, but some of you might also be getting ready to teach or to really move your energy in that direction. But also with everything going retrograde and with all the eclipses happening this Gemini season, you may just feel like you want to slow down or to reassess your skill sets and your intellect. And if you're feeling stuck, you might be wanting to go back to the drawing board and to learn from experts and to really just set yourself apart and to differentiate your power, your status, and your knowledge. And of course, if you feel called to invest money into a course, but there's so many free resources, books that cost next to nothing, podcasts, YouTube videos, whatever it is. I just think that whether it's for your business or your website or your career, or even just knowledge that you've always wanted but just haven't made the time to really commit and sit down, this is going to be the time to do so. And then secondly, the second vision that came through was you kind of on this cliff and looking out and seeing kind of like a battlefield or this war and these battles happening. So if you feel called to step in as a leader and to hold space and to share your gifts and your insight and your knowledge, I think that that also might be your call to arms to step into your leadership and that potential right now, Capricorns. A lot of cards were like flying out as I was shuffling and channeling. So I do think that there's something huge coming through for you. So let's get into it, shall we? The first two cards, we had the Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles. So like I said, stepping into a bigger position, or even some of you might just wanting to learn more about your finances or seeking out a financial advisor on how you can stretch your time, energy, and money even further. Some of you might be working with a Taurus, of course, with the Hierophant representing Taurus energy. But I think that some of you, if you have been wanting to invest or to use your money accordingly, that this could be working with a stockbroker or a financial advisor to really do that. Or if you don't want to trust someone with your money, you taking on that for yourself to learn more about something that's going to make you a lot of money, if not now, soon. Because the third card that fell out, Capricorns, was the 10 of Pentacles. So it's interesting too, because the 4 of Wands came out next with this 10 of Pentacles. So some of you are potentially just working from home right now and are able to make a lot of money, or you're wanting to invest, and everything that you're learning and everything that you're wanting to grow into is to leave behind a legacy, to be the first six-figure millionaire, multi-millionaire in your family, to invest back into your home, back into your family. Some of you might also be thinking about starting a family or wanting to buy a home or wanting to move and really be working diligently for that next step. Remember though, Capricorns, with Mercury going retrograde and Saturn, your ruler, starting its retrograde on May 23rd, Mercury starting on May 29th, that's probably why I saw you first so studiously studying and taking notes and learning, because you're planning something, or you've been getting an intuitive hit that there's something that you want to master and or teach or just learn to benefit you significantly. So that also might just be taxes, legal energy, financial security, whatever it is you're feeling called to, I just want you to really pay attention to that, especially if this is energy that you feel like you're getting lost in, or there's so many opinions around you around this one specific energy or one specific topic, or even your career, you might be feeling stuck. So instead of continually cycling in this stagnant energy, you're going to shift your focus and kind of come at either this career or an issue in your life from a different vantage point. Of course, it doesn't just have to be career. It could be your relationships or things that you're just passionate about. With the Four of Wands and the Five of Wands back to back, there might even be issues in your home right now, or in your close relationships, or with the retrogrades and the eclipses that are coming in. You might just be feeling a little bit antsy and you just need to get away for a little bit. And you're like, I love my family, I love my home, but I just need to take a little bit of a break. And that also could maybe be that kind of battlefield energy. It might literally be in your backyard or in your work office. So I do think that potentially taking time for yourself and having that little bit of space or separation could be beneficial. Some clear boundaries, Capricorns, could be definitely beneficial. And I think that this is often energy that comes through with Mercury retrograde, is like little typos in text messages or emails, or you're thinking about a person and you're frustrated about them and you want to text a friend or a lover and kind of rant about that person, but instead you end up texting the person that you're talking ill will of. So with the Queen of Swords, set the clear boundaries, know what you need for yourself, but also watch your tongue, Capricorns, and what you're saying about others and what you're saying about yourself right now, because you don't want those words to be the reason that arguments and disagreements come up. So if you have something to say about someone, either address it or just hold off until after the retrogrades and after the eclipses, because people are going to be very heightened right now. But the one thing I did want to say is that Jupiter, planet of good fortune, abundance, joy, and dreams, moved into Pisces on May 13th, where it's going to stay until July 28th. And that's great because Pisces makes a sextile aspect to Capricorn. So yes, there may be retrogrades. Saturn may be starting its retrograde, but Jupiter is there and it's going to give some nice, flirtatious, beneficial energy to your Capricorn placements, especially if you have early Capricorn placements. But I would be remiss not to mention that Pluto is also retrograde in Capricorn. So if you have late Capricorn placements, I believe Pluto is going to be retrograde between 26 and 24 degrees Capricorn. You're also probably feeling this whole rebirth or a need to reinvent yourself, or to just look at knowledge and money and how you fit in a leadership type role at a completely different vantage point. That's probably why, whether it's feeling the need to expand or to build upon your home, to get your finances in order, or if you're just feeling this turbulent energy, you're like, how can I be in more control or come at this stronger so I don't ever have to feel like this again? And another card that I pulled was the Hermit. Actually, most of these cards kind of like just fell out, but the Hermit was the last one out of these cards. And so that is taking time for yourself, Capricorns. And that's kind of what I was saying with the 5 and 4 of Wands, that you might just feel like you need to get away for a bit and focus on yourself. And even that first vision was you just studying very peacefully on your own and taking notes and being conscientious in that energy. So sure, if you're wanting to be a leader and expand upon that and wanting to help people around you, do so. But I think a lot of this is going to be more introspective, reflective work that you're going to be engaging in right now to benefit yourself mentally, spiritually, and financially, especially with that Hermit. If you've been neglecting your spiritual practices or just needing to really do some of that work in the metaphysical, spiritual plane, I think that's going to help continually allow this money and opportunity and expansion to flow to you easily, okay? And some of you might be working with a Virgo, and I mean, you have both the other earth signs here, Taurus and Virgo. So if you're needing some support or sound advice, lean on your fellow earth signs at this time, okay, Capricorn? Your bottom card, which is interesting, yeah, like you don't need to worry. If you're worried about finances right now and you're stressed, or there is something you want to invest in, but you're deciding whether or not you want to, Yeah, I think a lot of you Capricorns that are watching this with that strength card also on the bottom of the deck behind the Four of Pentacles, you know that you're about to be emerging as a huge player if you're not already. And even if you are experiencing great financial success or power or love, it's probably going to even be greater. So don't be afraid to invest. Don't look at your lack of resources or it's like, I need to invest again. It's like the time, energy, and money that you're investing is going to come full circle. A lot of money is going to be coming through. Expansion in the home, renovating, maybe moving, or just setting the foundation for a legacy that's going to keep on growing and growing and growing. Set those clear boundaries. Be mindful of your words. And I think you're going to be just fine. Really honor that spiritual practice. So like I said, especially with everyone around you, maybe feeling like you are in a war zone or a battlefield, when you need to take that time, come back to yourself and then come out and serve when you're ready and able. Okay. So that is my main reading for you, Capricorns. Of course, if this reading resonated and you want to say thank you and leave a tip or donation, it's always appreciated. The link to donate can be found in my bio. If you want a greater scope for this Gemini season, you can watch the Tarotscopes that line up with your rising and moon sign. Please be sure to tag a fellow Capricorn that could also benefit from this message. And if you want to know more about that Jupiter in Pisces transit, the workshop is available for that. You can find it on our website or the link in my bio. And stay tuned for workshops around the Mercury retrograde and the eclipses. Those are all going to be released very shortly. Lastly, I'm currently booked for one-on-one readings until the end of June. So if you want to book for end of June, July, best to do that sooner than later. Or if you want to be on our waiting list to get a reading if there's a cancellation or an opening, go to our website under the Contact Us tab and then send us a message with your name, contact info, and what kind of service that you would like, and we can add you to our waiting list and contact you when there is an opening, okay? Thank you all so much for your love and support and for watching, and I shall talk to you soon. Bye.